Hello, we're going to go over the mounting procedure for the rifle scope that comes with your break barrel rifle. First, you want to make sure that your rifle is unloaded before you start working on it, and make sure that you have protective eyewear. Install the rear mount onto the dovetail rail. Ensure that the recoil pin aligns with the hole in the dovetail rail. The recoil pin prevents the mount from moving under recoil. Next, we will install the front mount, which is the one that only has a single screw on the front. And you don't necessarily want to tighten everything down very firmly. You just want it to be somewhat snug so that you can slide the mount on the rail. So next, we will install the rifle scope. And again, we don't want to tighten everything down too tightly just yet. We need to make some adjustments before we completely tighten this down. The scope can freely move back and forth, and that's important so that we can actually focus it to our eye when you get behind the rifle. So we're setting the eye relief, and the best way to do the eye relief is to actually get behind the rifle as if you're shooting and get comfortable and make sure that this is the correct firing position that you would use the rifle in. And you would slide the scope back and forth until you get the full field of view. So you're trying to get all the black circle to disappear around the scope. So now that you have set your eye relief, it is now time to level your scope. The best way to level your scope is to use a level. So we put the level on. So we're level there. And now we put the level on top of the rifle scope, this, and rotate the scope until the bubble is level as well. So after you're done leveling your scope, you want to tighten all the hardware, but you have to make sure that you don't over tighten the screws, as it may damage the scope or may skew the alignment of your rifle scope. All right, so we're going to go over how to zero your rifle scope. Now that you have everything mounted and properly aligned, what you want to do first is take 3 shots at the center of your target. Once you look at your target, for example, we are off by 1 inch down and 1 inch to the right. To correct this, we have to remove the protective covers of the turrets. Right here on the top, you have your elevation turret. It moves in 1-click increments. At 25 yards, it would be 1/16 of an inch. The direction that is marked up will actually move your shot group up. And on the side here, we have the windage, which is marked left on the orientation. That means that your shot group will move to the left. For the elevation, since we're off 1 inch and we're shooting at 25 yards, each click equals 1/16 of an inch. So we will have to move the turret 16 clicks in the up direction. Our windage was off by 1 inch on the right side. We will turn the windage screw 16 times left. After you've made these adjustments, we will take another 3 shots to see how we do. Now that we've taken our 3 shots and everything looks good, we're on center, we are going to put the protective covers back on the scope. This will prevent any accidental movement of the turrets if the scope gets bumped.